Welcome back, my friends, to a place where the lights are always low, and the stories are best told in a hushed voice. Today, we're talking about new homes. That feeling of excitement, of a fresh start, of turning a key in the door for the very first time. But sometimes, that excitement can turn to dread, because lurking beneath the fresh paint and new carpet, there can be darkness. The kind of darkness that sends chills down your spine and makes you question your own sanity. These are 3 disturbing true stories about new homes that became nightmares. Welcome to today's video where we dive into 3 disturbing true horror stories involving new homes. These tales will make you think twice before signing that lease or mortgage. Let's get started. Picture Gary, Indiana, 2011. A city with a rich history, but also one that has seen its share of struggles and hardships. A fresh start awaited LaToya Ammons and her 3 children as they moved into a small, unassuming rental home. They were hopeful, looking forward to new beginnings and a brighter future. Little did they know, they were stepping into a maelstrom of terrifying, unexplained phenomena. It began subtly, almost imperceptibly at first. Swarms of flies, buzzing with an unnatural intensity, congregated on their porch. In the dead of winter. This was just the beginning of their nightmare. Footsteps echoed through the house when no one else was home. The sound was unmistakable, as if someone or something was walking through the empty halls. Then, things took a sinister turn. The atmosphere in the house grew heavy, oppressive, as if an unseen force was watching their every move. Wet boot prints, as if left by heavy work boots, appeared on the floor, seemingly out of thin air. No one had entered or left, yet the prints were there, a chilling reminder of the unseen presence. LaToya's children, however, would bear the brunt of this unseen force. Their once happy and carefree demeanor changed drastically. They began exhibiting violent, erratic behavior, their sweet, childish voices replaced by something deeper, more guttural. It was as if they were no longer themselves. Imagine, if you will, your own child, their eyes vacant, speaking in a voice that seems to belong to something else. The fear and confusion LaToya felt were unimaginable. One evening, LaToya witnessed something that defied explanation. It was a moment that would be etched in her memory forever. Her youngest child, just a boy, was seen, walking backward, up a wall. Defying all logic and the laws of physics, he moved with an unnatural grace. Imagine the blood draining from your face, the chill that would shoot down your spine, as you watched your own flesh and blood seemingly defy gravity. The sheer terror of that moment is hard to fathom. Word of these events spread, drawing in a whirlwind of attention. The media, curious onlookers, and skeptics all converged on the Ammons home. Medical professionals were baffled, their clipboards and stethoscopes useless, against the unseen terror that gripped this family. They had no answers, only more questions. Law enforcement, accustomed to dealing with the concrete and tangible, found themselves out of their depth. The usual protocols and procedures offered no solutions. Even clergy, armed with faith and holy water, were left with more questions than answers. Their rituals and prayers seemed to have little effect on the malevolent force. Was it a haunting, a possession? The true nature of the phenomena remained a mystery. The answers remained elusive, shrouded in the same darkness that had invaded this once ordinary home. The fear and uncertainty lingered. The family, desperate for respite, eventually fled the home, leaving behind the horrors that plagued them. They sought safety and peace elsewhere. The house, a silent witness to the torment that unfolded within its walls, was later demolished, its dark history buried beneath the rubble. But the story of the Ammons family serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we can't see. Their ordeal remains a haunting tale of the unknown. For Brittany Nicole, the American dream was finally within reach. She had worked tirelessly, saving every penny, and now, she and her family were ready to move into their brand new home. A brand new home, a symbol of hard work and success. It was everything they had ever wanted, a fresh start in a place they could call their own. But this dream, like so many others, would soon morph into a nightmare fueled by a silent, insidious threat: black mold. Hidden behind the walls, it was a danger they never saw coming. It began subtly. A persistent cough here, a nagging fatigue there, symptoms that seemed minor at first, easily attributed to the stress of moving. Brittany and her family brushed it off as the stresses of moving, of settling into a new place. They were excited and busy, unpacking boxes and making the house their own. But as the days turned into weeks, the symptoms worsened. What started as minor annoyances became serious health concerns. Inflammation racked their bodies, their lungs struggled to draw in each breath. The once vibrant family found themselves constantly ill, their energy sapped. Their dream home, it seemed, was making them sick. The place that was supposed to be their sanctuary had become a source of constant suffering. Brittany, a fighter by nature, refused to be driven from her home. She was determined to find out what was wrong and to fix it. She contacted the builders, demanding answers, demanding action. She wanted to know why her family was getting sick in their new home. But their response was a cold dismissal. They assured her that everything was fine, that there was no problem with the house. They denied any issues, claiming the house was perfectly safe. Their indifference only fueled Brittany's determination. Undeterred, Brittany dug deeper, her suspicions growing with each passing day. She spent hours researching, looking for any clue that could explain their symptoms. She hired an independent inspector, and the truth, when it finally emerged, was horrifying. The house was riddled with black mold, hidden behind the walls and under the floors. Faulty construction, hidden beneath pristine drywall and gleaming fixtures, had created a breeding ground for toxic mold. The very structure of the house was compromised. The air conditioning unit, improperly installed, pumped humid air into the walls, feeding the silent menace. Every time it ran, it made the problem worse. Lumber, already riddled with mold spores, had been used in the construction, its dark secret concealed beneath a veneer of normalcy. The house was a ticking time bomb. Imagine, if you will, the air you breathe, the very walls that surround you, slowly poisoning you from within. It was a nightmare scenario. The family was forced to evacuate their dream home, seeking refuge in a temporary rental while the mold was remediated. They left behind everything they had worked so hard for. But the damage, both physical and emotional, had been done. The stress and uncertainty took a toll on all of them. Health problems lingered, a constant reminder of the invisible threat that had invaded their lives. Doctor visits and treatments became a regular part of their routine. Brittany's story stands as a stark warning to anyone considering a new build. Her experience is a testament to the importance of vigilance and thorough inspections. Don't let the allure of fresh paint and new appliances blind you to the potential dangers lurking beneath the surface. What looks perfect on the outside can hide serious problems within. Thorough inspections, she now stresses, are not just recommended, they are essential. They can save you from a world of trouble and heartache, because sometimes the most beautiful facades conceal the deadliest secrets. Always look deeper, always ask questions, and never take anything at face value. Across the pond, in Lancashire, England, Diane Jackson and her partner Mark were about to learn a harsh lesson. Sometimes, new doesn't mean perfect. They had poured their life savings, every penny they had scrimped and saved, into a brand new £320,000 house. It was a culmination of years of hard work, sacrifices, and dreams. They envisioned a future filled with joy, family gatherings, and peaceful evenings in their new abode. This wasn't just a house, it was a dream, a future, a testament to their hard work. They imagined growing old together in this home, creating countless memories within its walls. But as they stood on the precipice of their new life, a nightmare awaited them. The excitement of moving into their dream home was soon overshadowed by an impending sense of dread. The moving truck was packed, the champagne was chilled, but fate, it seemed, had other plans. They were ready to celebrate, to toast to their new beginning, unaware of the horrors that lay in wait. As they entered their pristine new home, a wave of revulsion washed over them. The joy and excitement they felt quickly turned into confusion and disgust. The air was thick with a musty, unsettling odor. It was a smell that spoke of decay and neglect, not the fresh start they had envisioned. And then, they saw them. Tiny, dark specks that seemed to move in unison. A living, crawling nightmare. Thousands upon thousands of tiny black specks crawling on the walls, the ceilings, even their brand new kitchen counter. Plaster beetles. These pests had invaded every corner of their home. Their dream home was infested. The very place they had hoped to find peace and comfort had become a source of stress and fear. But the horrors didn't end there. The beetles were just the beginning of their troubles. As they delved deeper into the house, they uncovered a more insidious threat. Hidden beneath the surface, lurking in the shadows, was something far more dangerous. Black mold, a silent menace, bloomed on the walls, its tendrils reaching out from beneath the fresh paint. It was a health hazard that could not be ignored. Their dream home, it turned out, was a ticking time bomb of health hazards. The very walls that were supposed to protect them were now a threat to their well-being. Imagine the crushing weight of despair, the feeling of betrayal, as you realize the home you poured your heart and soul into is trying to hurt you. A year of sleepless nights and endless worry. A full year, Diane and Mark were forced to watch from afar as their dream home became a construction zone. The place they had hoped to call home was now a site of constant repairs and renovations. A year of mounting debt, of rent payments on top of mortgage payments, all because of someone else's negligence. Their financial stability was crumbling under the weight of unforeseen expenses. The developers, Applethwaite Homes, offered no solace, no remorse. They refused to take responsibility for the nightmare Diane and Mark were living. They blamed the couple, claiming the infestation and mold were a result of the house being unoccupied. A heartless, ludicrous claim that added insult to injury. A heartless, ludicrous claim that added insult to injury. Diane and Mark were left feeling helpless and betrayed. Diane and Mark were left with an impossible choice. Pour even more money into legal battles hoping for a sliver of justice, or cut their losses and sell the house, their dreams shattered. Pour even more money into legal battles hoping for a sliver of justice, or cut their losses and sell the house, their dreams shattered. It was a decision no one should ever have to make. Their story is a stark reminder that even in the world of new construction, where everything is supposed to be pristine and perfect, danger can lurk in the shadows. It's a cautionary tale for anyone dreaming of a new home. The excitement of a new home can quickly turn into terror when faced with the unexpected. These stories serve as chilling reminders that behind the facade of fresh paint and new carpets, there can be hidden horrors, both supernatural and man-made. Whether it's the unseen forces that tormented the Ammons family, the toxic secret lurking in Brittany's dream home, or the infestation nightmare that plagued Diane and Mark, these tales highlight the importance of vigilance and awareness. These stories highlight the unforeseen horrors that can accompany new homeownership, from supernatural occurrences to hidden structural dangers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more chilling tales. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.